Welcome to the Postgame show of Game 3. Pinstripe strong, we got ice. Kelsey and I have our tail between our legs because we were wrong.
Foot in mouth.
Like,
I'm embarrassed.
Like so wrong.
So what we did not factor in is we're coming fresh off of Blitzball Battle 3.
Correct.
There is a much larger emphasis in this game, in our ball and play league, on hitting.
Yes.
Not on pitching.
Yes.
Although, as you'll hear as the post-game show continues, the pitching for Pinstripe Strong was just as good as the offense, but that's where it got us Pax, and we owe a massive apology to Pinstripe Strong for underestimating their hitting ability.
Yeah, I would like to just say I'm sorry. Definitely Blitzball Battle 3. That's what I'm going to blame it on. But I am happy to say I'm sorry because that was an incredible showing by Pinstripe Strong. We got ice, obviously a little worn down, especially Zoe because it was his third game of the day. But it's time to hear from Chris Rose, Daren, Sammy on their thoughts of this matchup. Guys?
Well, Daren, Sammy, this is the first game that was not a nail-biter. Pinstripe Strong, I think they had something to prove, and they proved it.
Yeah, well, as you said at the top of that match, they were the underdogs. And they did not play like underdogs today. They just came and dominated. When you're talking about total domination, that's what I just witnessed out there. I called a game over before the fourth inning happened.
The second inning, where we're from, the fourth inning in your cricket world.
Yes.
Yeah, and I get it. When you focus on a guy like Lou Dab, I mean, he accounted for more than half of their runs.
Yeah,
55?
He faced 16 pitches and scored 55 runs. That's like proper batting. Good ball striking.
Well, I can tell you this. They ain't going to be the underdog anymore. Everybody was sitting around here going, oh, damn. That is one team we got to watch. We'll see how far this may take Team Pinstripe Strong. For more on this, let's send it down to Kelsey, who's with the star of the game.
Wow, Blue Dab, what a performance for you. Your team put up 109 runs. You accounted for 55 of those. Just talk to me about the offensive outbursts that we saw from you in both innings.
I mean, I knew coming in here, we were like, we'll always be the underdogs. So the fact that we were able as a team to put up 100 points, I think the other teams here should be a little nervous. You know, that was like kind of a statement game for us. We came out and, you know, before the pregame, we said we want to hit first. And it happened to be that the coin toss went in our favor. We hit first and, you know, we did what we had to do.
It's the most runs that we've seen today, but not only that, talking to Jack, who is obviously a very respected pitcher here in the warehouse in Zoe, they said you guys have the best pitching that they've seen so far. It's mostly because you and Shelfie both have that sidearm slot. They said it's really, really hard to pick up the sidearm. Were you expecting for you guys to be so good on the mound?
No.
Whatever it's called in cricket?
Coming in here, we didn't know about Shelby, but he played his butt off. He's a good pitcher. I think we have a good trio with the pitching, and I think going forward, I think we're in good shape. We just got to keep going out there, repeat what we did today, tomorrow, and the next day.
Joes, what do you say about your teammate putting up 55 of the 109 runs that you guys scored?
He rakes. He's like, this game is meant for us, Pop. That's what he says.
Pinstripe bombs.
That should be on a shirt. Pinstripe bomb.
Put it on a shirt.
Let's dive into these Game 3 highlights, a.k.a. just a Lou Dab highlight reel. Let's be completely honest, because he scored 55 in this game, and there's one. Not surprised, and Joe's McFly is dancing in the back. You'll see that quite often in this.
Man, he had a good lunch. Wow.
Cannot disagree because it was boundary after boundary after boundary.
This guy's on fire to start this game.
He's the delivery man. That's right, and he's delivering so far.
Honestly, there's not much more we can say about the fact that he was just finding the holes and he was swinging the bat, doing what he does best.
It's over.
The game's over?
The game's
Don't say
over.
that.
I'm telling you,
Daren,
it's over.
Sammy,
It's over.
you can't say that. Okay, maybe now it's over.
We completely agree because 109-66 is definitely game over. Let's hear from the We Got Ice guys in the press room on why we saw 0 of their highlights.
You know, it's awful. I hate this sport. I'm never. Fuck. It was a massacre.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
They out-hit us and they out-bowled us.
They literally,
That's a lot to admit, but they outskilled us.
they literally pushed us down and kicked us.
There was a phase of the game where we sort of got back into it a little bit. We just pulled them back. The last over of their first innings, like we thought, okay, we accumulated, but then any like ground we made up in that over was dismantled by the time I bowled the third. I didn't know what I would do with it. I either go up, I go down, I go left, I go right, I make it slower, I make it faster. There's no getting away from it. I was hitting it for 4, hitting it for 6.
Yeah.
And then by then it was insurmountable, which is it's demoralizing because by the time you're going into bat, you know that you've got very difficult because you've got to hit 14 of the 18 balls for 6.
Yeah.
Which is very difficult. I mean, they might be able to do it. They were very good. But it was very difficult. And it kind of sucks.
Okay, good job. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, that's the end of the press conference.
And, I mean, you guys are still in it. You lost.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are still in it. So positive vibes moving forward,
Right.
or how are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm not feeling horrible. I think it's probably a part of the game that we're learning where we can play kind of well, and if the other team just plays so much better, we never have a shot. Like, if you don't win...
What?
Wait, what? You're going to have to expand
No.
Yeah, you're going to have to expand on that one a
If
little
you
bit.
don't win,
Yeah.
you're going to lose.
That's true.
If you don't beat the team...
Gotcha.
So we didn't beat the team. I don't know.
Are always someone else.
I feel it.
I will-
So, I think the big challenge now is to just mentally overcome that, because that was difficult. But, I think back to the great T20 Cricket World Cup triumphs of my favorite ones. They were all about teams who took a hammering in the first couple of games, came back, the long way round, not fancied, 100-1 odds, ended up winning the whole thing. Who knows? Maybe this is one of those stories.
I like that a lot. That was very positive. I needed that.
Our
right now.
team communication is amazing.
We are bonding like no one
We
else.
have the thing.
We do have the
And we
thing.
got that right.
We got it right.
And we got it right.
I
I
will
will-
show you.
Okay, yeah, you ready?
Well,
On 2?
Yeah.
1, 2,
Ice!
it was louder before we got
It was louder.
It was.
Yeah, we all better than
The first
Right.
game we played well and lost. This game we played like shit,
Yeah.
so we deserve to lose. So let's just win in the playoffs, and no one's talking about this. This sport is built for them.
Yeah,
Lose
cricket-
an insane hitter,
I
and it's
think they
40
found-
miles per hour down the middle.
Yeah, I think they found their sport. And Shelfie and Lou have, I think, been the best bowlers.
Yeah, Shelfie's the only one who throws like sidearm, so it's like
That
hits
sidearm's good.
really hard to
Yeah.
hit for a 4. Everyone
Maybe-
else throws like this.
Maybe tomorrow I'll come outside.
Yeah, like
'Cause
we
that
might
was-
have to start doing that because it works.
You can't hit it for a 6 if the ball's starting low.
Yeah, so it's
Because
like
it keeps rising.
Yeah.
Shelfie's throwing like a baseball pitch, where everyone else, so that's like makes it a lot harder to like hit a 6.
So there are some things you can do as a bowler to sort of
Yes.
achieve it.
Yeah. I think it's a thin line and people are navigating it, and they did that really well.
Yeah, they did a good job.
I think as more people get comfortable, maybe more people might do it. But maybe not. But like we played kind of like a perfect game today a little bit with like everything that went on.
I think we can do it again, personally.
I do too.
Don't tell him that. We still got to play underdog.
It's still a lot of tournament to go.
Blue, 55 runs you scored by yourself. It seemed like the ball looked like a beach ball to you. You were just mashing everything for boundaries.
I tunnel visioned. I just locked in. Like it feels good to, I'm having a lot of fun. It's when you're having fun, the game comes easy to you.
Really hard to hit.
Yeah, I was just trying to spin it a little bit, not put too much on it, and they were not seeing it very well. So we just kept rolling with it. That the hole. What are we calling the hole?
Magic.
We're calling it the magic
Magic
hole. The magic
hole.
hole.
Magic? That's what it's called?
That's my magic
I
hole.
didn't know it was called the magic hole.
No, well, it was the magic circle, but then I accidentally called it the magic hole. And now we're making fun of me.
All right. The magic hole it is. It's our magic hole.
Yes.
The favorites going into tomorrow.
I mean, after the game was finished, and I spoke to Joe. He's happy, and I was like, it's just day 1. Yeah. We got 2
I
more
said that
days.
to you.
Yeah. He said it to me, Bob.
No, you said it to me.
MVP.
Let's not do that.
No, but it's good to be confident, but not overconfident.
Oh wow!
If you could repeat into the microphone what Zoe just walked past and said 2 minutes ago.
He said he hopes that I stubbed my toe today.
What's that got to do with the hands?
Now it's personal.
It didn't even run that much.
Can we get a response to that?
I'm just gonna let the hitting do the talking.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
think it was already burning a hole in him when he walked by.
Pinstripe Strong letting the hitting do the talking, guys.
So Pinstripe Strong going with Pinstripe Bomb.
Yeah, like honestly, Lou Dab was just taking batting practice. Just that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally all he was doing. And Shelby also, can we just talk about the fact that Shelby started this out in pregame with acting as if he was not good?
Yeah.
Like,
He
what?
brought the energy.
What?
And we saw it from him on the mound. We got ice referencing the best pitchers they've ever seen in Shelby and Lou Dab. We saw it offensively from him. We saw it defensively as well. So what a great Game 3 here from our warehouse in Jersey City. We hope you've enjoyed it, you guys. But we have plenty more games coming. Coming up next, we have Love Yas versus Hookline Sinkers. Nikki Cass isn't going to lose again.
No.
We got Daren, Sammy, and Chris Rose giving us their take on this next matchup. Guys?
All right, Daren, we're going to get another look at Love Yas. They are 0-1 after a very tough walk-off loss against Forgotten Rotten. They got off to a real sluggish start in that first frame. They didn't even put up 20 runs. Then they had to play chase game. They did that well, but they couldn't hang on to the lead. Still, I think this is a pretty good squad.
They do. They do have a good squad, but that first inning cost them. You can't put 13 runs on the board and expect to come back so strong. But they showed that they had the fight. Can they do it in this game? We shall see.
So with Hookline Sinkers, this is our first look at them. Jolly Olive is out there. Drew Davis is making the trip again from Michigan. BBD, who's a former Crits Ball champion as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how these guys, some of them, make the transition from the blitzball world to the cricket world, right?
Well, I also know Jaskaran.
Hey, listen, he's no joke.
He's no joke.
Right?
And he has some support in the pod over here.
Yeah, his girlfriend's here. That's
Yep,
nice.
Yep. So he has some stuff to live up to.
And he is one of 4 guys in international competition that got 6 straight boundaries in 1 over.
Yes.
Right? 6
Yes.
straight.
Yes.
So we're talking about 4 people walking the planet that have ever done this in international competition.
Yes.
We have one of them in our warehouse.
Yeah, I think Gafil Sobers, Yuvraj Singh. Let me see if my history is also good. Yuvraj Singh and Herschel Gibbs did it in St. Kitts.
Yeah, Daren, I got to be honest with you. You could have just said 3 guys that live on your street, and I still wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, but now he's in good form, and it's the first look at them. So hopefully, yeah, they're off to a great start.
Hookline Sinkers taking on Love Yas. Let's have some fun.
On paper, hook, line, sinker, great. I think we've got the talent. I think we've got the synergy. But Love Yas has proven that they do, too, have that synergy as well. We saw it in their first matchup against Forgotten Rotten. They came back, they made it interesting, and they showed out once they all got on the same page. I don't think that we're going to see many mistakes from Love Yas because I think they worked out all those kinks in the first match.
Well, and you know what? You were able to catch up with them before this match. So let's get in their head a little bit. Here's Paxton with Team Love Yas.
I'll run down.
Thanks, guys, in the booth. Me being one of those people in the booth that just threw it to me, and I just happened to be down here already. Nikki, you guys lost your first game. I see that you have turned your hats inside out. Is that a superstitious thing or what?
I'm just changing it up. Yeah, we did lose the first game, but I think we won in a lot of areas as well. So I think this time we're going to go out and we're going to play our game, learn from what we didn't get to do the first inning, and hopefully start off with a bang and put some runs on the board, more than 13.
Yeah, more than 13 would definitely be good. Dalton, have you had any Mountain Dew today?
Oh, of course. I had a post-game dew. It was a depression dew. We're going to have one more after we catch this W, and we'll be all set.
I love that. Now, Rob, did you work on your foot exercises?
I was working on my leg exercises. I did some leg stretches, kind of, did that whole, I don't know, just was there. Was getting into it.
Rob's really not telling the full story. This morning I went to the gym. I walked in at 5:59 a.m. Wow. And I'm like, oh, wow, I'm going to be the first one in here. Wouldn't you know it, Rob Sirocco beat me to the gym. He was already full sweat, doing a bunch of different stretches. He's ready to go.
I love that.
He's ready.
The synergy of Love Yas, it's here. It's here. Kels, what you got for us?
Okay, game 4 of our 11-game tournament. Hookline Sinkers joining us now. The first time that we've seen them in this tournament. And Jolly, I want to start with you because as I walked up, you guys were strategizing. What were you strategizing?
we have a lot of talent on this team, and we're figuring out how we want to divvy it up. We got 3 great hurlers here. My guys around me. We got a bunch of great bats. We're going to start probably with me and Jay hitting. Jazz Coran's also going to take the mound bump, and I think after that we'll see how it goes. We have Drew, who's the best blitzball pitcher on the planet at some point. I think that translates over. BBD, sexy as hell, can probably do anything we need him to. I mean, this is a team that is almost too formidable. I'm surprised that they even assembled this roster and thought it was okay.
Too formidable. Jazz Coran, whenever we were up there with our boss, Jimmy O'Brien, he was watching you take what we call BP down here. He was watching you take some hacks. He said you were hitting the ball harder than we've seen anybody hit it in the warehouse. And we just saw Lou Dab and Shelfie missile some balls up there. What can we expect to see from you? What is your game?
I mean, I like hitting balls, and even in cricket, I like hitting sixes. So I mean, it's a little different. It's my first time playing this kind of game. I love it. It's just the fun stuff about it. But whatever I need to do for my team, I'll put my best foot forward.
Very nice of you. And BBD, I believe that you're the only person on this team who has had success when it comes to our ball and play league. In the 2020 Tester League, you were on Team Happy to Be Here, and you won. What do you think that experience going all the way to the championship in the Tester League can do to help you right now?
Just having, being able to take part in gameplay and understanding how the game can evolve as it goes, and in a second you can be back in it even if it looks bad. And we had our bad moments in that league as well. And you're able to turn it around pretty quickly in this game. It's just one play. So being able to have that knowledge, give it to the team, and believe in ourselves.
And Drew, I'm interested to hear your strategy for today, because what we learned in the last game with Pinstripe Strong is there's not the emphasis on pitching in this as there is on hitting. So the pitching won't be as big of a factor. I know that's a big part of your game. How do you hope to contribute other than that?
Just being a honey badger, a weasel, executing the game plan, scoring more runs than we let them score, and just running around and causing chaos.
That's exactly what a honey badger does. Running around, causing chaos, hook, line, sinkers, getting ready to go for Game 4 here for our Ball and Play League. Are they too formidable of a team? I don't know. Ooh! Alrighty, Game 4.
All right, Kels, matchup is about to start. We got to talk about predictions. Who do you have winning this one?
I got to take Team Lovias in this game. When we were with them in the press conference room post-game, you can tell especially Nikki Cass really took that loss personally. They were not happy. I don't think we're going to see them go 0-2 on the first day of the tournament.
No, I definitely don't think we are either. I think the mistakes that we saw from Lovias off the top, I just think that they were nerves. I think they were giddy. I think they were excited and just really happy to be here, per Rob Sirocco saying that. So I'm going to go Lovias as well. You guys can make your own predictions, and you can let us know, tweet at us, do all the things. But the game is going to start at 6. Daren, Sammy, Chris Rose have the call. You'll see us on the sidelines. Check you out then.